Hey guys, welcome back to the Busy Grind, and today we will do a Cardinals rebuild here. As they're one of the worst teams in football, here with Mike LaFleur, we gotta win this team a Super Bowl. So that's the objective. We have 5 years to do it. So without further ado, let's get right in. So here we are at the beginning of the year, and let's look at the roster. So we have Jacoby Brissett, who probably gonna have to move on from after this year. Look for a quarterback in the draft. We have Jeremiah Love here. A pretty good running back prospect, obviously generational talent. Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Michael Wilson. And on the defense, Walter Nolan, Josh Sweat, Nathan Collins, Will Johnson, and Drew Baker. So on paper, this is a really good team, but who knows? They're going to be setting this on a hard difficulty. So we'll see if we can make the plus in year one, but let's simulate the game first. First, the Chargers, a real-life matchup that we'll be seeing. 17-7, the Cardinals' offense has been slowed in the second half. And he settled for the field goal. He scores. Kickoff. Can we get a stop on defense? The Chargers score, and this game's over. 24-17. Rams only won to win, so I don't know if that's really good because, they're the best team in football. And we'll simulate to the end of the year. We'll see if we can make the playoffs. So at the end of year one, we end up barely making the playoffs, going 9-8. And I think because we beat the Giants, that's why we made the playoffs. We also went 9-8. But we barely sneak in there. Looks like we have to play the Vikings in the wild card. We're 14-3. But a lot of our team got injured this year, so we definitely didn't have there's some times where we lost 4 straight games. I mean, we did play pretty well. We started 0-2 actually, but we ended up making the playoffs. Actually, let's check stats. Let's see. Yeah, we play the Vikings. Let's check out some stats. Jacoby Brissett, despite getting injured 2 separate times, 4,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, 4 picks. Not too bad in real life terms. Jeremiah Love, a great rookie year. McBride, solid. Marvin Harrison Jr., pretty solid year in Retro Bowl because these stats were inflated. Same thing for Michael Wilson. But 24 touchdowns, that is pretty good. Walter Nolan, 2 sacks, 33 tackles. He did not play that well. I mean, he's supposed to be a cornerstone in this defense. I mean, he has that potential to be that. So, is this the last year of his contract? Yeah, but I don't know. Should I re-sign him? He only has 85 tackles, 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble through 34 games. I can't even remember. Actually, I could if I wanted to, but I don't know. Josh Sweat, he's been playing fine here. I mean, that's a pretty good amount of tackles. Xavier Collins, Will Johnson, 2 picks for him. Buda Baker also got injured quite a bit, but looks like we play the Vikings in round 1 in Minnesota. Can we win 14-0 early? 14-6. Ooh, comeback. Can we make a comeback? 20-14. Vikings get the ball. We win it. We barely beat the Vikings, but we have to play the 1-seed Eagles now. And I'm pretty sure they beat us comfortably at home. So, I mean, at least we won a playoff game. So I'm happy. This is a great year. We won a playoff game. We're looking good. Actually, I don't want to say that. 14-7. Yeah, but this game's over. 42-21, but at least we won a playoff game, like I said. So that's great because this team, in real life, they're supposed to win 4 games. So I mean, at least we won a playoff game. That's pretty good. So who wants the Super Bowl? The Eagles do win the Super Bowl. They beat the Chargers, and look at that Super Bowl 61 logo. But I wanted to check out something. There's a whole bunch of these quarterbacks and solid players, so maybe we can pick up one of them if we need to. Kim Scatter's here, Dylan Gabriel is here, Jackson Dart is here, so maybe he may be a franchise quarterback, because I'm sure the Giants probably have Russell Wilson, since Jameis Winston isn't there either. So, new season, and let's just get into it. A lot of places to resign. Josh Sweat, I mean, we probably should resign him, so I'm going to resign him. I don't think I'm going to bring back Jacoby Brissett. Buda Baker, how has he been playing? I mean, only 3 picks. But, you know, he's like one of the best players to ever wear a Cardinals uniform. And the rest of these guys, I don't want to bring them back. So, we do have a little bit of money. And let's see here. We're not allowed to scout if you guys don't know. So maybe I move one of these receivers or something for one guy, maybe. If it looks good, but I might keep it. Bradley Gervais looks like a stud. I mean, his stats are kind of pretty balanced, so yeah, he looks pretty good. I think that's gonna be the move. Yeah, Bradley Gervais, only 3.5 star potential, but those are not too bad stats. And in the second round, what do you need, first of all? D lineman. We need a D lineman. Emerson, I may be able to get him in the third round, or Irvin. So, I think I may trade away this pick. Is there anyone I want here? Josh Wardle? I think Xavier Collins, he has not been that good here, but do I move on from one of these guys? I think, because, let's see, look at these linebackers. Josh Wardle, he looks kind of nice. And maybe it could work in our system. But I think I'm just going to trade over the second round pick. Sowell is still here. Cole is still here. He doesn't have good stamina. I don't really want him. It looks like Irvin's still here. So do we go Irvin or Emerson? Emerson looks like he's a strength and tackle guy. And Irvin might be like speed. But I think I'm going to go Robert Emerson. He is 4.5 star potential. That is amazing. So it looks like we have a roster set. But before we get into this, I actually want to go look in free agency. See if there's anything. And Cam Ward is here. That's not Cam Ward. Cam Ward is here, but we don't really want him. We just got a quarterback. But I guess we'll just seem like to the end of the year and see how we do. So here at the end of the year, too, pretty much in the same situation as last year, which we have to win and hope we get in the playoffs. We're 9-7. We actually started off 5-1, 6-1, something like that. And then we kind of just started selling. So, we gotta beat Seattle. They're 8-6-2. I think they might be in the mix too, but we gotta win this game. And it's not looking good. And we lose and we miss the playoffs. That stinks. We're 9-8 again. This time we missed the playoffs. But we do have a lot of coaching credits. Maybe we could do something to update or upgrade this team. But yeah, our team got really injured this year. Let's check out some stats. So Gervais, 5,000 yards and 44 touchdowns. Only 2 picks. Great year. Jeremiah Love, pretty similar year to last year. Also pretty good year. Marvin Harrison, solid year. Mike Wilson, he did get injured, so I don't know what you want to expect from him. Robert Emerson, 3 sacks, 65 tackles. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a little more, but he was like a third-round pick, so I don't know. Josh Sweat, 2 sacks and 151 tackles. He's a tackle machine. Xavier Collins, he got injured. He's been injured for 5 games, but he did not play well. Will Johnson, 5 interceptions, 104 tackles. This guy's a beast. Buda Baker, 3 interceptions, 167 tackles. Great decision to re-sign him. Trey McBride, he got injured a lot too, so. But yeah, that's a pretty average. Well, he's still injured. That's a pretty average tight end season. Is everyone pretty good? And the Bengals win the Super Bowl. And do they have a new quarterback? The Bengals, they don't have Joe Burrow. Yeah, Mr. Lights. 1-star quarterback, by the way, wins MVP. We had a better year than him. I don't know why we didn't win it over him. But who really cares? Let's get into next offseason. And yeah, morale's declined a little bit. And that's some deals that we signed. Jeremiah Love, absolutely consistent running back. We're gonna bring him back. Trey McBride, he has not been playing well here for us, so I'll have to think about it. Will Johnson, absolutely bringing him back. Marvin Harrison, he's been pretty solid for us, so we'll bring him back. And I guess we'll bring in Trey McBride, but he's a trade candidate. You know what? Let's go look for another tight end. Let's see if we can find a good young tight end we can trade for. quarterback, Brock Bowers. How has he been playing? He's been fine, I guess. 16 fumbles though? Whoa. I don't want him to be just fumbling the ball. Isaiah Likely, that's an interesting one. I don't know. Dalton Schultz, no. Let's see. Anyone? Wentz? Oh, Wentz. He's 23. 5-star potential. Storm Wentz. It's definitely in the conversation. I don't think we want George Kittle. Division 2. Sam Laporta is interesting. And Cade Otton, maybe? No. So I think it's between Storm, Mr. Storm here. And there's another tight end that we're looking at, Brock Bowers. So let's try Storm Wentz. He's young. And how old is Brock Bowers? He's 25. So Storm Wentz is young, 5-star potential. So let's try Storm Wentz. Maybe they would trade Trey McBride for him. Commanders reject the deal? Okay. Let's keep looking, I guess. Maybe look for someone. Mason Taylor, I don't know. I think the Jets are going to accept that deal, absolutely. Isaiah Likely, possibly. How's Pat Fryman? No, he's 29. He's going to get old. So the Commanders don't want to trade us, Mr. Storm. So that sucks. Sam Laporta. Ooh, he could be interesting. He's a little older, though. So let's see if we can find a deal. And Noah Gray. Alright. Let's try Brock Bowers. So, Trey McBride for Brock Bowers and Raiders accept the deal. So, we have Brock Bowers now. So, that's big. And did a draft, I guess. So, what do we need? We don't really need anything. But we do have a lot of coaching credits, so I don't know what we have to do. Josh Sweat, I think he's been pretty solid for us, so I'm going to keep him around. David Collins, he's been a little disappointing. So he's on the trade block. Maybe we like replace him for linebacker, but there's not a good linebacker class. So I don't know if I want to do that. There's also a good tight end here, Mr. Rhodes. But I don't think we really need to make any moves. We don't need a quarterback. We don't really need anything. We're a pretty well-rounded team. We're gonna trade away the rest of our picks. And we'll just simulate to the end of the year. Well, let's see how we do in this week 1 game. And we end up in overtime. The Vikings. Emerson forces a fumble. And that is big. And a touchdown and the game is over. And we win. Wow. And we beat the Vikings a few seasons to go into playoffs. Remember that? But Gervais, pretty good first game. Obviously, Emerson fumble. So we're pretty much running it back, except we have Brock Bowers now. How did he do? He was not really that good. But I want to see, how did Trey McBride do in the week 1 game? He was terrible against the Jaguars. So I guess we won the deal, but I don't really know. Next week we'll play the Ravens, but we're going to simulate to the end of the year and see if we make the playoffs. So here we are, close to the end of the year. We're 8-7, pretty much in the same situation. Must win versus the Titans here. So can we win? Yes. 9-7. We could win the division. I don't think it's gonna happen. We play the Rams. Did we beat the Rams yet? I have no. Oh yeah, we did beat the Rams. So if we beat the Rams, maybe we make the playoffs. But I'm not really sure. I've been using all the coaching credits I have on upgrading our players. So people like Marvin Harrison can be a lot better. Play the Rams here in Week 18. We gotta win this game. 10-0. 13-3. 16-10. Close game. Rams punt. Cardinals and 53-yard field goal be massive. We get it. And we win it. And we make the playoffs. We barely squeak in the playoff. Wow. Well, we won our last 2 games and make it in. So who do we play in round 1? The Buccaneers. They were like 10-1 or something. It was this year or last year. I don't remember, but one of these years they were very good. So it's rainy too. Tie game. Headed to the 4th. 20-20 Bucks. Score! Overtime. Here come the Cardinals. Short of the first. 4th down. Go for it. Got it. Touchdown! Extra point is good, and here come the Bucks. They're driving, they score. Extra point is good. We're jumping in here. We're going to jump in, see if we can win this game. Gervais, and just throw it away. There's a man wide open, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the look. Up the middle. Season on the line. First down. And what do we do here? First down. And the throw. Caught. Jeremiah Love makes a play. We hand it off to Jeremiah. And Jeremiah Love cuts inside. Jeremiah Love. What a run. 15 yards. Double overtime, I think. I don't know if I want to kick a field goal. I want to just get a touchdown and end this game. Marvin Harrison, if he just kept running, he would have been in. And throwing. Dangerous play. Michael Wilson sends us to... Oh, never mind. 1 yard short. Run it in. And we're going to the divisional round of the playoffs. We barely beat the Buccaneers. Shootout game, 40-34. And we may play the 1 seed, we may not. Depends if the 7 seed wins. A lot of our players played great games. And we play the Eagles at Philly. They beat us earlier. They've historically had our number. 9-0. 15-9. 21-15. We have the football. Actually, I'll sim it. And we score a touchdown. Get the 2-point conversion. It's over. It's over. We're going to the NFC Championship game. And wow, I don't know if we should have made it this far, but we did. I forgot to check stats now that I think of it, but we'll check it out once we lose, or if we go win the Super Bowl. But play the Vikings. We beat the Vikings a few years ago, and week 1, 14, I think 17-7. Oh no, it's really bad here. We gotta win it here. Bowers over the middle, open. Can we come back versus Minnesota? I don't know. Maybe. No one's open at the pick. Game. That's game. And I think this is year 3. Yeah, we lose. We could have won. But we'll check out stats in a second. Yeah, 2 picks. That's not going to cut it. And let's see stats. So 6,000 yards, 49 touchdowns, 12 picks. Jeremiah Love, another great year. Brock Bowers, solid year. He's already done better than Trey McBride. Marvin Harrison, a great year. Michael Wilson, a great year. Looks pretty good to me. Robert Anderson, 8 sacks and a 4th fumble. That's pretty high. I don't really see that. Josh Sweat definitely regressed. He hasn't got any sacks or picks. 1 turnover, though. Xavier Collins, he's been injured, so... Will Johnson, 2 picks only, but that's still solid. Buda Baker, and how did Trey McBride did? Another mediocre year for a tight end, so I think we definitely won that deal. Who wins the Super Bowl this year? And the Vikings won, so we lost to the Super Bowl champs. But here we are in year 4. It says year 5 at the top, but we have to sim 1 year to get to where we are today. But let's see. Michael Wilson, absolutely going to re-sign him. Xavier Collins, Gervais, we'll sign him. Emerson, 8 sacks, we'll sign him. We can't even afford him, so Xavier Collins, we'll have to go, and we'll have to replace his production. He's been a solid piece. And I want to check out free agency. Is there anyone that we could sign? Batty. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to replace him in the draft. Any good linebackers? This is not another... Abdul Mullins. He actually doesn't look too bad. I think he's the only guy we can really draft. So, 4.5 star potential is a pretty good pick. And we're going to simulate to the end of the year. And we start year 1 with a win. See if we make the playoffs. So going into week 18, we're in an interesting situation. We're currently in contention for the 1 seed. Should we rest our starters? I think we're going to start them and hope we get the 1 seed. Play the Seahawks. So And we gotta win this game. Can we win it? It's looking great. It's looking great. We have the 1 seed. We get the 1 seed in the NFC. And we have been steamrolling teams. And we've been a good team. So as I was saying, we were 13-4. Retro Bowl just kicked me out, so I had to sim in that game again. But yeah, we did earn the 1 seed. So let's put that back on hard. And who did he play in the okay, Steelers beat the Bills. Michael Wilson gets an upgrade. And before we head into the playoff game, I actually want to spend some time upgrading our players. So who really needs to be upgraded? Emerson, we can upgrade you. We'll give you some speed. And whenever this thing alright, speed. Good. Mullins, could upgrade him. I'm gonna upgrade Marvin Harrison. 36 coaching credits. He's been a beast. He's on the last year of his contract too. So again, whenever this thing gets here, let's give him some max catching. He's gonna be nasty. And Mullins, upgrade you. And we'll do tackling. So now we have 18 coaching credits. Let's check out stats. Gervais, pretty solid year, about 5,000 yards, 46 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's really an MVP year. Jeremiah Love, he's been a consistent player. This is like the usual stats he always gets. Brock Bowers, he's playing some pretty good football. Marvin Harrison down. He actually declined a little bit. He played the same amount of games. So did Michael Wilson. But I guess it's okay. Robert Emerson, he's been pretty solid his entire career. Missed 2 games though. Josh Sweat, we brought him back and he's been solid. Mullins only forced fumble. Will Johnson 2 picks. Buda Baker 5 picks. Buda Baker aging like fine wine. He's 34 and he's still playing good football. And we'll probably you know what? Tag him into the Hall of Fame. So let's check out the gold jacket. Buda Baker looks great. Anyways, we play the Bucks. We beat them earlier this year. Beat them last year in the playoffs. This time we play them at home. We're down by 2. And we have the ball. We're jumping in. We gotta win this game. So we're gonna throw deep ball for Harrison. 16 yards. And it's a first down. We gotta win this playoff game. We just have to win it. This has to be the year we win the Super Bowl. Because we are literally the best team. We're 5-star everything. So we gotta win it. And throw up top. It's Bowers. I keep thinking that's McBride. But Bowers, do we score? We gotta score. We gotta score here. That's a touchdown. Now we gotta go for 2. Bowers! No, we didn't get it. That's on me. And the Bucks, can we get a stop defense? They score a touchdown. And they get the 2-point conversion. It's fine, though. Because we got Brock Bowers up the middle. 24 yards in the first time. It's called timeout. We gotta start getting out of bounds. And Marvin Harrison, he should be open for a couple yards. He's out of bounds too. Doesn't get the first though. 2nd and inches. Michael Wilson is there for a first. And we call it final timeout. Probably should have saved that one actually. But Marvin Harrison beat his man. Opened. And we gotta hurry. We don't have much time. And we just gotta throw it up. Wilson opened. Incomplete. This is one final shot season on the line. Wilson! No, we missed him! And we lose. We missed Michael Wilson. And that's a heartbreaking way to go out. And who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? The Steelers. We did win Rookie of the Year, though, so that's good. We do lose the Super Bowl. Teams actually want me, but we're gonna stay in Arizona, especially for this final year. Got a lot of players to re-sign. Can we re-sign everyone? We're going to bring back Marvin Harrison. Going to bring back Buda Baker, Brock Bowers, and Josh Sweat. I guess he can come back. He's 33. On a 3-year deal? I don't know if I want to do that. I may have to do a sign and trade. So, let's see. Which teams have good linebackers? Because Blake Cashman's 34, though, so I don't want to go for him. Harold Landry's also 34. We're finding a bunch of old guys. Drake Greenlight's probably getting older. Nick Bolton. He's only 30, 5-star player. Can we check for Josh? Actually, first of all, I want to check his stats. How has he been doing? He's actually been pretty solid. He hasn't had he hasn't had a single pick though, which I don't like. But he is a tackle machine, so we'll keep him in mind. And looking for some guys, and I don't know about Roquan. And I guess we'll just keep Josh Sweat. In the draft, is there anybody I want? I don't think I really want anyone here. Our team is still good. And unless there's like some good linebacker like Daquan here. Can't really scout him, but he looks like he's a stud. So Josh Sweat, I guess we just have to trade him somewhere. So, you know what? I'm not going to draft him, I'm just going to scout him. So 4.5 star, he would have been good. So, but let's trade away the rest of our picks like I promised. But this is our final year anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to simulate to the end of the year. Oh, we played the Eagles, we beat them, but we'll simulate to the end of the year, see if we make the playoffs. At the end of year 5, overtime, we win. We go 11-5-1 and win the division. So, we tied with the Seahawks earlier this year. 500 passing yards from 4 touchdowns. Great game. So we didn't get the 1 seed this year, which is kind of sad. But let's check out some stats. Gervais, he won MVP. I missed it, I guess. 5,100 yards, 38 touchdowns, 19 picks, 19 sacks in his entire career. That's crazy. Jeremiah Love, he's consistent. Like, this is one of the most consistent running back plays I've ever seen. He did up those touchdowns. Brock Bowers, a better year. Marvin Harrison, he's been declining lately, but that's a better year than last year. So is Michael Wilson, but it's okay. Robert Emerson, he's still playing fine, I guess. Abdul Mullen, he's not the rookie that we drafted. Did we draft a rookie? I don't even remember. Josh Sweat, Will Johnson, Buda Baker. Looks like Buda Baker regressed, but he did play less games. Is this his final year? No. Even if we continue this rebuild, he's still going to keep playing. We play the Giants in the playoffs. In the fourth, Giants have the football. They score. Can our offense do something? Short of the first. Going for it. End zone touchdown. Defense. Can we get a stop? And they missed the field goal. We have a chance. We're jumping in. And we have 2 timeouts. That is huge. Humongous. Brock Bowers. One more. Brock Bowers. And we're gonna have to go down. Let's get as much yards as possible. Timeout. And now we have a chance to win the game. 38 yards. Oh no, we might have missed it. We missed it. We doinked it. Generational play, and we soiled it. We're in overtime. Second down. Throw over the middle, completing. Michael Wilson, 19 yards. So first and 10. Didn't see his route. We're gonna throw to Michael Wilson, who has a first down. And first and 10. And we're gonna look low. Brock Bowers, open, out of bounds. That's a good play. Michael Wilson, he's not gonna be open there. But Jeremiah Love, open, touchdown, Arizona. And we may have to go for 2. Let's go for 1. Can we get this extra point? Yes, we do. All right, defense. One more stop, and we win it. We get a sack, Emerson, and we win it. That's huge. And everything stays the same. And we're going to the divisional. It's almost a championship game. We play the Bucks again. And 17-7, 20-13, 27-20. We're in the red zone, though. And Marvin Harrison Jr. gets us in for a touchdown. And I'm going to make the Bucks use some urgency because we get the 2-point conversion and we have the lead. Defense. 1 stop. Defense. They don't. Yeah, you go for 2 and they score. So Michael Wilson, he did burn his man, but just not in the right spot. And gonna throw there. Michael Wilson makes the catch. Michael Wilson needs one more. Doesn't get it. Well, what do? We probably should start chewing some clock a little bit. We're not going to get him Michael. That defender just circling around Marvin Harrison Jr. Tried to cut inside, but couldn't really do that. Come to Bucks. And throw. Completing the Michael Wilson. Not much time left. Deep ball, no. Marvin Harrison or Jeremiah Love. Love is open. Love, do we score? Let's not score. I did not mean to celebrate, but I'm glad we didn't score. We get to chew some more clock. Hand it off. Jeremiah's in for the touchdown. The longest rushing touchdown. Let's go for 2 and go to the NFC Championship game as Bowers gets there. And we have the lead. This game's over. And we win it by 1. 16-point fourth quarter. Massive. Here comes Michael Wilson. He's been playing well. 2 picks for Gervais. You got to play better than that in the playoffs. We play the Eagles, who I think we beat them week 1, right? Yeah, we beat them comfortably, but this time it's on the road. 1 seed, too. 7-3, 17-6, 24-6. It's a bloodbath, and we're going to the Super Bowl in year 5. Wow. So, everyone's pretty happy here. Super Bowl versus the Colts. Any upgrades I can do? Marvin Harrison. That's a lot. I don't want to spend it all on him. Anyone we can upgrade? Emerson. We'll do this, and we'll get you some strength. How about that? As whenever this thing will load. And finally, getting some strength. Mullins, we could use stamina. Buda Baker. Will Johnson. We could get him speed. Let's see. What else could we do? Let's I think we can use him Buda. Never mind, we can't. Just what? Maybe Will Johnson can we use? No, we don't have enough for anyone. Don't have enough for him. I don't know what. Josh Sweat, can we use it? No. So, can we do anything? No, we can't. All right, whatever. Let's just get into this game. Versus the Colts in the Super Bowl. They're 11-6. Both 11-win teams. 17-14. Tight game. Let's jump in. Because why not? The middle. Marvin Harrison. Touchdown. He pretty much did his best Larry Fitzgerald impression. Like with that, in their Super Bowl, or real life Super Bowl appearance where he went for 64 yards. But we're up. Emerson forced the fumble and we win the Super Bowl. In year number 5, Gervais named MVP. And that is huge. And wow, 289, 4 tutties. That'll definitely get you that. But Arizona Cardinals fans, they can rejoice as they actually win a Super Bowl. Something that's probably not going to happen for 30 years. So, yeah, that'll do it for today. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Good to see this page for the first time and only time in this rebuild. But thank you guys for watching. And we are Super Bowl 65 champions. And see you guys in the next one.